Hi everyone, I am Margourtarotreader, and today I'm doing a personal emergency reading for one of my clients. Now let me just start by saying my condolences to you, my sweet dear friend. Unfortunately, as you already know, when I predict certain things, they happen when I say it or around the time that I say. Sometimes the energies can be delayed or changed to an extent, but other predictions cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that we all have to take here. And unfortunately, sometimes when I predict certain things that are negative, it is what it is. They do come about, and in this situation, we had that transition. So let me just say that my heart goes out to you, and I send you much love and peace, and lots of hugs and kisses for you, sweetheart. And I want you to know that all of these things that you're going through right now will eventually transition to a better place in yourself, and not just in you, but also the loved ones that you have just missing out on. Okay. I will. We have a lot of people here in questions, and you as my client or the Taurus. So you come first above all. If we have any other sign that we will use here as well, I can see the energies above anything, and according to how the readings are, I will see the ones that are most valuable to you at this time and point. Okay. Now, as you already know, prior to the predictions, prior to the recording, I call into the universe and the angels of heaven with your personal information, because I do not enclose any personal information of my clients. That is only for me to know, and that's it. They remain private at all times. During the recording, there are moments of silence. It is when I'm channeling your spirits and also going through your emails and questions and whatnot. Okay. Of course, as with the predictions, you already know, they always come about sooner or later. It is what it is. Unfortunately, sometimes I hate to deliver negative predictions, but sometimes it's the best for us to align ourselves in a better understanding here in this life. Okay. So Arcana, show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know here for my client. Show me here. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. I did say, I know you're asking and you're wanting for that loved one that passed to come in scene, but that person is still in transition. Okay. It's very recent, so it's still in transition. If I pick up the spirit or the vibe of the person, I will deliver those things. But even depending, according to what they want to say, I may or may not address it during the recording, during the reading. Okay. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. Let's see. The first spread will be for you, and then we'll see how else that we go. We'll see who we see next. Okay, according to the readings. Thank you to the universe and the angels of heaven and earth. Let's see what we're looking at here. Okay. Prepare yourself that I feel that someone is fixing to give you, if they haven't already, some type of conversation where they're being deceitful and lying or portraying something that they're not. And you are in that such environment, as you already know. Okay. They will be trying to tell you something about money, something in reference to, okay, let me look in here. Okay, you are the Lady of Taurus, and I can see here the Aquarius, and I can, okay. My energies are telling me that I feel the Aquarius is not going to be too happy in reference to that money situation that you're going to be having. Okay. I'm telling you that already. Your family is trying to keep it together right now because of the unfortunate situation, but it's just a matter of time. Okay. And I know that you know that. That it's just a matter of time for everybody to go haywire and all over the place. So prepare yourself for that. I do feel that when it comes to the Scorpio, people are telling him the information about everything, and I am sensing that he is trying to see if he can travel to that viewing, okay? I am sensing that these are his desires. We'll see him next on the next spread, but I feel that he is definitely looking out to see every information that he can through his own family and through your family. So he is getting the information that he needs in order to come down and be there at least for the funeral or the viewing. If he does, that's if he does, I want you to be cordial. I want you to, it is not the time or place to be all over the place. If you feel that there's bad tension going on between whoever may be, I want you to distract yourself from that situation, and I want you to either leave or go to a different room and say, this is not the time or place. Let's just leave whatever it is that we need to discuss or argue about later, okay? I want you to be the more mature person, because you are in control of what you do in your surroundings. You understand that? And I know that these people are just temporarily calming down. I know that they're like bomb fixing to explode. They're just looking for reasons here, okay? They're just trying to keep it calm because of the situation, but I feel that they want to be explosive already. But I do sense that Scorpio is finding information on how to come here and see you. He might give a lie to the areas and tell them something else to travel to come see you. But everybody knows about this, in his side and in your side, okay? Now, in reference to your son, I do feel that enjoy the time that he's here with you. Do the one-on time with him. Go out, just him and just you and your children. Just you and your children. Nobody else in between. You and you and your children go out for breakfast or dinner or whatever. Just one time alone. He's here. Unfortunate for that situation, but you can still bond with your son. Most importantly, because he wants to be supportive to you, and he wants to take your pain away, and he understands everything that you're going through. So I want you to take that one time just for you and him, okay? And if this person comes to show up, I'm pretty sure your son, being that he's in where he's mature now, and he is respectful, and he will know how to conduct himself too, okay? Yes, he will be very defensive of you, but he will also make sure that he puts everything in place. Your son is not about to let anybody step all over you. You need to understand that, okay? Let's see here. What else am I picking up? I do feel that there's a little closer bond between you and the female here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, or rising. That relative of yours, I do feel that there's a little bit more bond between you two. I feel that unfortunately this had to happen for you to bond a little to an extent. But just be very careful of that situation. I know that you're in need of emotions, in need of support and things like that, as everybody else is here. But this is just temporarily, because I do feel that there's going to be conflicts and frictions here between of what, who gets what and what not. Unfortunately, it happens quite often than not. So there will be some type of conflict, either probably before you leave the trip, or after you leave the trip. There will be some type of conflict here because of the money situation, because of who gets what, and because I deserve this and because I deserve that. So prepare yourself for that, okay? As right now, they're going to play it cool and calm, and they're going to be like, okay, so we'll discuss this later, and of course we'll do what mother or father or whoever, wanted it, okay? They'll play it in that sense, but I'm truly not seeing it that way, okay? Now, let me see here. And I am so glad that you are staying elsewhere and not in the family. I do believe that in your last reading I mentioned something to that extent, and I'm so glad that you're doing because that would have been overwhelming, stressing for you. Things would have hit the roof in a much sooner time. And number one, let me see here. I will say his reading, but I am sensing that yes, he is trying his best to be there, because obviously, not only does he want to see you, but he wants to be there to support you on this unfortunate situation. So just be prepared that there might be a surprise in reference to that. He is trying, okay? I feel that he's going to say a lie to you one way or the other, trying to find if he can see you. He might even tell you a lie, because it is a lie. It's something that he wants it in desire, but it's considered a lie, as how I'm sensing it here. To get to you, he might say, listen, you know what, guess what? I'm going to file for divorce. I'm getting a divorce here from so-and-so. Don't believe it. He's trying to find another way to please you in one way, is to see you, okay? Now, let me see here. Let me see the other questions. Yeah, number 3. Yeah, everybody knows of your situation here. Okay, number 3. They know, and of course they'll get the information. That's fine. Let them do it. Let them be there. Just maintain yourself. And number 4, again, I sense the energy between the Aquarius that is not going to go to your favor in a lot of sense. You might not like the way she's going to conduct herself when it comes to if she had a will, or if she had any properties, or, you know, she's not going to conduct herself in that manner. I think that she's going to be a little bit selfish. Let's put it this way, the Aquarius. Okay. And at the end of the day, you know, right now, the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising relative of yours is being, I think that almost to your side, because she's feeling nurtured and caring from you. She senses your energy of true honesty here. But eventually they'll both be, you know, trying to say, well, I deserve this, I deserve that, and I have been there more, and I have done more, and things like that. Things will be coming up later. You'll see. You already sense that anyways. Too good to be true is what I'm sensing here in your energy. That they're being too good to be true. The person that is passed on, you know, when someone here in life, we always advise and give this and give that, and sometimes we don't see it because we're not there in that sense of reality, you know, until something happens and they pass on and whatnot. And then we start thinking back, you know, when they said this, when they said that, I should have, and I should have, and I should have. And so sometimes that holds grudges within ourselves and guilt as well, okay? And I don't think that you should be doing that. I think that you've gone through too much already to be struggling for that. And in this situation, it will bring you a lot more of your past situations, of your past struggles are going to come to you more often than not in this couple of weeks here because of that. So watch out for that, because you don't want to be in a depressive mood. You don't want to be, you know, just, there is none. You need to understand that person had to be now, because it was just too much for that person to bear. It was just too much for that person to feel and see. So she or he just couldn't do it anymore. You understand? It was time. And you got to see the person, you got to spend time with them, however way it was, but just be thankful for that. I feel that for that person to have stayed any longer than the amount it was, it would have been just more painful for that person. And now that person is completely in its own self-being. You know, nothing of them missing, nothing of them just healed completely. And so with that being said, you know, when we are longing for them and crying for them in a sense of despair, in a sense of loneliness and depression, we do not let them proceed to the next step in their lives, in their soul spirit life. So if everyone continues to be bickering and fighting, and oneself is continue to feel remorse and guilt and depression and whatnot, we do not let them continue. So, and the person still needs to be it still is in transition, because it's recent, so it's still in transition. I will let you know when it's able to be a reading. At this time, I'm only sensing how you're sensing her, and so who knows what happens as we go along. Okay. Now, I will tell you this, that loved ones of that person that passed on received her quite well. But most importantly, the one that I'm also sensing is your ex-deceased received that person with a hand out, okay? Meaning it was right up front to take her or it or him. Let's see here. What are your other questions? Okay. Now, just be careful, because I don't feel you leaving in a good note here back home. Okay, because at the last minute, something's going to happen between you and your siblings. So be careful with that. I think that interest of conflicts, you know, might happen here between you and your siblings here. So just be very cautious of that. Let me see. We'll see the Scorpio next, and then we'll see what's going on here in that person's life. I don't feel that I have to tell you this, but I'm just going to do it based mainly in family situations you're reading, because I think that we're going to hold off on your love reading here, because I feel that your energy needs to heal first, okay? I don't think that it will be right for you to jump into any relationships right now. You're just not ready yet. You have been working on yourself a great deal, and I'm so proud of you for that. I really am. And I want you to continue doing so, okay? Because I know that you have the potentials to succeed, and you will succeed. So when it comes to love, I feel that more now that you're hurting because of your loss, you're wanting and needing someone by your side, as we all do. But I want you to know that that will happen for you in a very short time, okay? When you least expect it. But first, we're going to have to get rid of all these negative energies of all these people and of all those love partners that you had that caused you pain, okay? Once you can let go of those things, things will be manifesting differently for you in a great deal, and for your loved ones as well. And I know that that person will definitely lead you to the right way path. That person that just passed on will lead you and bring you that person to you, okay? Now let's see the that Scorpio. He is like a bad cold that doesn't go away. You know, it just subsides for a little bit and then comes right back. He is something else. Okay, thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. That kind of show me a must I need to know here. What are we looking at here? We're going to see him and see what's going on here and what are his intentions here. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. Okay. It's almost like everywhere he goes, he causes trauma. Well, he is thinking. I mean, he seriously is considering a way to show up there, okay? He's going through some legal issues. I'm not sure if he has to straighten out something. I'm not sure if he lives in the same town or what. But he's going through some type of legal thing that he has to fix here, okay? I don't see him even working either. I don't think that he's employed. And if he is employed, I feel that he's going to be out of a job very soon, very shortly, because of his ways. But yep, he's saying he's going toward to see you because, you know what? He says to himself, I do love this woman, and I am going out there to let her know that I'm supporting her 100%, and I don't give a F who says what. It's what he's thinking. But it's almost like he's thinking to himself that he thinks that you've already moved on and you've already been seeing someone else. And so that is how he sees it. That he feels you are with someone else, and that is why you're not wanting to see him. It's not necessarily his ways. Okay? Jeepers, jeepers, jeepers. Be careful. I don't know how long you're going to be in town, but I do feel that this person is going to find a way to contact you. And if he sees you, I feel that you are very close to fall in his arms. If he sees you, if he shows up, because the energies or that is his intention, number one. Okay? As right now, I feel that he wants to see you, that he wants to be with you, and that he's trying to work on that. He's trying to find everything that he can in order to see you. Okay? So his intentions is he's going to see you and he's going to be with you intimately. Those are his goals in mind. I do feel that if that's what happens, you will be intimate with him. Okay? And you know what? I do not blame you because of the circumstances that you're in. But be very cautious because I do not recommend that. No, no, no. You will fall back into this person and he will draw into you more, and it's going to be harder for you to get rid of this person. Okay? So, but those are the energies that I'm sensing here, that he's coming right away, that he's finding other ways to come and see you, and his object is to be with you, to show you that he loves you still, and that he wants to be intimate with you. There's going to be a hard conversation here between you. I feel that once more with this Scorpio here. But it could be a possibility that he might have a chance to go, but at the same time, the Aries might be with him at that presence. If that's the case, I want you to behave yourself, conduct yourself, and ignore them and just say thank you for being here. You understand? And then go about, maintain yourself occupied with your family and whatnot. Avoid his company. Okay? Because I feel that there's going to be drama here between you and the Aries if she goes with him, because she knows, everybody knows of this. Okay? So that I feel that she's going to be, butting in on his side in order to show up there. Okay? So conflict is coming because of that. Prepare yourself for that. Okay? He's trying to go alone because he wants to be with you and spend time with you. But there could be a possibility that the Aries is going to jump in there and go with him to this viewing. And if that's the case, I feel that there's drama coming along. Prepare yourself for that. To your surprise, there's going to be conversation between you and the Aries that you are not going to like, that you're going to feel betrayed. And it's going to be vice versa between you and this person. I feel that this is not the place to talk about any kind of relationship. And if that person starts, you need to just end it by leaving the conversation or leaving the person. You understand? Because this is not the place to discuss of your personal things that happen or is happening. This is about grieving. This is about letting go and things like that. So this is not the time. So prepare yourself for that, because I feel the conversation is coming here that you're not going to be very happy with. Okay? In reference to the Aries, the Scorpio. Now, the females Aquarius, again, I feel that you're going to have an argument with this person sometime as of now in a few weeks, including to even a couple of months. There will be conversation between you back and forth about money situations that are not going to be to your suiting. Okay? So be aware of that. They might want to say, here, this is all I can give you because of this, because of that. And it's not all that they can give you or a part for everybody. It's just that I feel that the Aquarius feels that she deserves a little bit more. The Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, and Rising feels that she deserves a little bit more. So there's going to be conflict because of this. As is to be expected because of the way the family is. And normally that's what happens. Everybody feels that they deserve more for whatever reasons. That's when you know how selfish a person can be at the end of the day. How people value other people's through the material things, unfortunately. Okay? So prepare yourself for these energies. Unfortunately, if the Scorpio shows up by himself, I feel that he is going to go and try to be with you intimate. Be prepared for that. And if he shows up with a spouse, then there's going to be some type of conflict in there. Okay? Huge conflict is what I'm sensing here. So just be very careful here. I do feel that if that woman tries to start anything with you, your sisters will have your back, your family will have your back, your son will have your back. But there's just too much chaos going on in this case, if that were to be the case. Okay? And I'm also sensing that this could be the energy that you're picking up here, that you're afraid that it will happen, that you're afraid that you're going to fall in his arms because you're afraid because of you're weak, you're in a stage of needing support emotionally, physically, and mentally, and so you feel that you could fall for this person if he shows up, you know, and it's understandable. I'm not judging you, okay? And I will not judge you if you fail on that. I will not judge you, but I want you to learn the lesson, okay? I want you to learn the lesson, and when you tell me, Margot, I've learned my lesson, then I want you to no longer do it again. But if you have not learned the lesson, then you're going to fall and fall and fall until you do. It will hurt and hurt and hurt, and the more you fall, the more it will hurt. But until you get that, then you won't learn, okay? Now, let me see here. I do feel that the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising is going to try to talk to you and whatnot. If and when he finds out of your situation, he's going to try to, you know, console you through intimacy here. Okay, I wouldn't recommend it unless you want it so. But I do feel that there's a pieces. That there's a Scorpio pieces. Well, there must be a pieces somewhere coming along the line here as well. Probably so in a couple of months. But there's a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising that is coming in here once he finds out of your situation here, okay? It could most likely be the other person that we've discussed through your readings. He's going to try to console you through the intimacy here, okay? I don't see you quite in that phase, though. I don't see you taking it, but you never know once the energy changes here in your path. There is someone that you're going to be seeing through this gathering. I'm sensing a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising that you have not seen in quite some time. I feel that this person is coming in that picture here, probably to the viewing or whatnot. And you're going to be very happy to see this person, okay? He's showing me as a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, but he could also be descendant of Capricorn or Pisces or Scorpio or Virgo or Taurus. So in other words, it could be any other sign, but you're fixing to see a male person here that could be slightly older than you that you have not seen in quite some time here. Okay, you're gonna be relating to that person, and he's quite fond of you. I feel that he's considered a friend or someone you met through school or college or through your family surroundings and that you have not seen in a while. Okay, he's coming in here for, because it's almost like in the days, he has some type of attraction toward you, is what I'm sensing, okay? So this will be the right place to see that person. It's almost, unfortunately, this is how I see it, that maybe you have not seen for whatever reasons, and now he gets to hear about this, and he is out there, you know, in support of you. So that's the energy that is coming in here in a very short time here, okay? So if the energy shift differently, will be because you and the Scorpio will change the energy differently, okay? But this is what I'm saying here. So be aware of the Aries and the Aquarius is what they're telling me. Because the Aquarius, she's making the note of trying to say everything will be as it was asked to do, trying to take charge and whatnot. But I feel at the end of the day, there's going to be some struggles or conversations that are not going to be pleasing to you, okay? And the Aries is going to try to see if, trying to build some type of conflict between you and her because of the Scorpio. If and when she shows up, and if she does not, I feel that either way, I feel the conversation will be taking place here, okay? There could be another female with a Sun, Moon, or Rising, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising as well, that you're going to have some type of conflict here between the family, and that is going to butt into this situation, okay? So prepare yourself for that. I feel that, unfortunately, the drama is coming about, and they're just trying not to. Everybody's trying to keep their mouth shut here, but since they are so used to it, they don't know how. So be careful with that. I kind of show you a must need to know here. And the Scorpio, he doesn't want to hear it because the Aries knows about this, and he doesn't want to hear crap from her. Okay, he's saying, no, I need to be there because they are also my friends and, you know, family and stuff. He's making up excuses after excuses for her to calm down and he can take off. Arcana, show me a must I need to know. Show me a must I need to know here. Arcana, show me. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. And this will be the overall energy for you. Okay. This will be for you, sweetie. I didn't put, as you notice, I didn't put timing on the spreads because normally I do. The first spread is as of the recent past to the next 3 to 4 months. Second is usually after 4 to, you know, it carries 3 months each spread. So it concludes a year, sometimes sooner or later. But in this time, I didn't put time frames for them because I feel that your energy is in a different stage right now. And so it will definitely change for you. Okay. But as you already know, sometimes when predictions are already occurring, that means that certain things are changing in your spreads, in your readings. So there's no time frame for you, for people to get. People ask me, well, when can I get the next reading? Whenever you feel you're ready. If things have already started to happen, then you can start getting a reading as soon as that. Okay. Or whenever something comes up and you need to know certain outcomes of certain things. Okay. Do not bring the past in with the family conversation, okay? I know that because you're hurting, things are coming up more than often in this situation here. So I feel that everything that is coming in from the past, you're wanting to say it. So I feel that hold off on that because everybody's grieving differently, okay? And people are not understanding your pain the way you are feeling it because they are having pain of their own differently. And so then, even though they're there to listen, I can assure you that in the back of their mind, they're saying, what does she think? That she's the only one that went through this? Or what is she, you know, so they're going to be judging mental to you and they may not show it or they might. And so I don't want you to go through that. Okay. So I am sensing here that the Scorpio is going to make his sense of ways to come around in your way. Okay. He's going to do his best to come. Maybe something might happen that will cut the trip short, or if it doesn't make it now, I feel that for sure before this year ends, he's going to try to make another effort to come to you. Okay. His energy is not going away.